And there I am. All right. Just a little bit of technical difficulty there for a second. I don't know. It's Monday. I've been to Florida and back, so oh, it was a quick trip, but we had a great time. The kids had a blast. So happy Monday morning. Hope all of you had a great week and a great weekend. Yes, we had beautiful weather. Um, I think I said that we went for Graham's 5th birthday. We went to SeaWorld. We had a good time. So worth the quick trip. But it was a quick trip. We had a ball. Kimberly said yesterday, you brought the sun, but not the warm. Sorry. I know. It's cold here this week. But it was a pretty day yesterday. It was just chilly. Hope it's warm where you guys are. But yeah, I can't believe we're back already. That was quick. All right, let's see who's on. We've got quite a few, I think. Pat's on. Hi, Pat. Good morning. It was so good to see you yesterday. And it sounds like you had a good birthday. Happy about that. Connie's on. Good morning, Connie. Thanks for covering for me yesterday, making the coffee. My little wiener, one of my little weenies wasn't feeling well, so I was late yesterday. So Connie pitched in and made the coffee for me. So thank you. Karen's on. Good morning, Karen. And Claudia's on. Good morning, Claudia. It must be sunny where you are. Hopefully it's warm too. And Carrie says, good Monday morning. It is Monday. It feels like a Monday, but that's okay. Hi, Alice. Good morning. Hope you're doing well. Hi, Emily. Good morning. Thanks for the tip on how to get that off on the bottom there. I think that's what threw me, though. I got Tom's name off on the bottom, and I think that screwed me up. But oh well, we got it now. So thank you. Vivian, good morning, Vivian. Hope you're doing well. Trish is on. Good morning, Trish. Sarah's on. Happy Monday. Oh, it is a Monday, isn't it? And Kimberly's on. Good morning, Kimberly. So great seeing you yesterday. So glad you're with us for a week. That's awesome. That's awesome. Your son did amazing yesterday, didn't he? So good. We are so blessed to have them. He did awesome yesterday. And the Bible study was amazing. It was just God at work, wasn't it? So cool. So cool. All right. All right. So, yes, Aaron is just doing amazing. All right. We are at day 229 of our 365 Truths for Every Woman's Heart by Holly Girth. This amazing book that we're reading. And today is God isn't done with your story yet. God isn't done with your story yet. When I read this title, it just reminded me a little bit of our Bible study yesterday. John had some thoughts in the Bible study, and it just reminded me that his story isn't done yet. That's what I thought of. All right. Jesus also did many other things. If they were all written down, I suppose the whole world could not contain the books that would be written. John. What does that even say? 21:25. My eyes aren't working this morning. Excuse me. You're living a story today, a story crafted and told by the author of heaven, the star scatterer, the mountain mover, the water walker. It is a story of grace, a story of hope, a story of, most of all, love. In the day-to-day, it doesn't feel like a story. It feels like dishes in the sink, reports on the desk, another mile behind the steering wheel of the car. But this doesn't change what's true. Beneath the surface of all that ordinary still lurks the glory. Sometimes we want to cut a chapter out with sharp scissors. Sometimes we want to be the editors with the red ink. Sometimes we want to skip right to the end just to make sure it says, and they lived happily ever after. Instead, we are to trust, to wait, to be in the middle of the mystery. There is so much we do not know, that we will not know, that we can be certain of this. But we can be certain of this. The author is good and we are loved. God is not done with history. He is not finished with the part of it that is your story either. Whatever you are living today, it is not the final page. Hold on, there is a turning coming. There is more than this, more than here and now. We have not yet seen the then and there. And however it may seem, God is still holding the pen. And our just to jot, what story is God writing in your life? Oh my gosh. So many stories sometimes, I think. And I definitely want to change the ending to, and they lived happily ever after. But that's not always the case, but that's okay. That's okay. We have to trust. We have to trust God. He has our story, doesn't he? What do you guys think? Do you have any thoughts? I can't think today. It's Monday, so help me out. Just teasing. It is hard getting back from vacation. We got back Saturday, but I feel like I've been on a dead run just doing laundry and getting things picked up and all of that this last couple of days. So, I'm tired still, but that's the way it is when you come home from vacation, and it's well worth it. So it's just okay. But I do feel like God's still writing my story. I feel like there's a lot left. I feel like a big part of it was this trip to Florida and watching the grandkids and watching them in Florida and at SeaWorld and at the beach and in the pool. And that's a huge, huge part of our story. And it was a good part, a good part. It's not always good, but that was a good part. Pat says, always amazes me that he truly knows the end from the beginning. Yes, he does. He does. He does know the end. Emily says, happily ever after in heaven. That's the end and beginning of our story. Oh my gosh. Amen, Emily, Pat says. And that is so true. So true. The beginning and the end. Karen says, this is good. I try to write my story, but God is the author. I try to edit, but trust in the Lord. He is faithful. So true. I'm a good editor too. And like I said, I always want the ending to be happily ever after. And that would be perfect if everyone's story was happily ever after. But in a way, it is happily ever after, because look where we will be. We will be with God in heaven. It may not be happily ever after down here, but it is in heaven. So that's all good. That's a good part. We'll take it. That's the best part. So that's good. All right. Thanks for your comments, especially on a Monday. Our prayer for today is, God, you are writing a story in my life today, and I trust that it is good. Amen. It will be good. So let's trust God that he is writing a good story, because the outcome will be heaven. So we have a good story. All right. Sorry about the little mess up in the beginning, but we got it. And I will see you on Thursday. Hope everybody has a good week. And you'll have Emily the next couple of days. I will see you on Thursday. Don't forget, be the hands and feet of Jesus. And yeah, have a good day. I will see you Thursday. Bye, everyone.